Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Alec Baldwin, a complex talent with a lasting impact on stage and screen. Alec Baldwin stands as one of the most recognizable and versatile American actors of his generation. With a career spanning more than 4 decades, he has built a reputation for fearless performances, sharp comedic instincts, and a larger-than-life public persona that has kept him both celebrated and scrutinized. Early life and breakthrough. Born on April 3, 1958, in Amityville, New York, Alexander Rae Baldwin III grew up in a large Irish-American family with strong artistic roots. 3 of his brothers would also enter the entertainment industry. Baldwin studied political science before discovering his passion for performing, later training at the Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute, where he developed the foundation for his acting craft. His early career began on stage and in television, with a breakthrough role on the soap opera Knots Landing. Baldwin quickly transitioned to film, showcasing dramatic intensity in movies like Beetlejuice, 1988, Working Girl, 1988, and The Hunt for Red October, 1990, where his portrayal of Jack Ryan cemented his rising star status. A commanding presence in film and television throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Baldwin balanced roles in dramas, thrillers, comedies, and independent films. His performance as a ruthless salesman in Glengarry Glen Ross, 1992, delivered one of the most iconic monologues in modern cinema, demonstrating his ability to dominate the screen with minimal time. Yet it was television that allowed Baldwin to reinvent himself. His portrayal of lovable, eccentric network executive Jack Donaghy on the acclaimed sitcom 30 Rock, 2006 to 2013, earned him multiple Emmy Awards and introduced him to a new generation of viewers. The role blended his comedic timing with his knack for sharp satire, showcasing a side of Baldwin that resonated strongly with audiences. Saturday Night Live and cultural relevance. Baldwin became a cultural phenomenon through his recurring appearances on Saturday Night Live, particularly for his widely discussed portrayal of Donald Trump. His performances on the show were bold, topical, and often polarizing, reflecting Baldwin's willingness to engage with contemporary political conversations through comedy, stage work, and artistic range. A dedicated stage actor, Baldwin has returned to Broadway numerous times, appearing in productions such as A Streetcar Named Desire, 20th Century, and Orphans. His stage work highlights his classical training and ongoing commitment to live performance, an essential part of his identity as an artist. Personal challenges and public image. Baldwin's public life has included moments of controversy and personal difficulty. His complicated relationships, legal incidents, political activism, and outspoken personality have made him a frequent figure in the media. Despite these complexities, Baldwin remains an influential voice in entertainment and public discourse. Legacy. Alec Baldwin's career reflects a profound adaptability, from intense drama to sharp comedy, from Broadway stages to blockbuster films, and from voice acting to political satire. He is an artist marked by talent, ambition, and unmistakable presence. As he continues to work across film, television, and theater, Baldwin's legacy endures as one of American entertainment's most dynamic and multifaceted figures. Alec Baldwin, a dynamic career built on talent, tenacity, and transformation. Alec Baldwin's artistic journey is one of remarkable adaptability and resilience. Known for his commanding voice, polished charisma, and sharp comedic instincts, he has built a career that spans stage, film, television, and even activism. His presence in American entertainment is shaped not only by his performances but also by a complex personal narrative that has unfolded in the public eye. Early roots and path to acting. Growing up in a close-knit, modest household in Long Island, Alec Baldwin was one of 6 siblings, several of whom would later pursue acting careers of their own. Despite his early interest in politics, he once considered becoming a lawyer. Baldwin ultimately felt drawn to storytelling and performance. His rigorous training at the Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute helped forge his disciplined approach to character work, preparing him for the unpredictability of Hollywood. Rise to prominence in the 1980s and 1990s. Baldwin's entrance into mainstream cinema was swift. After gaining attention in television, he began to land roles that showcased his intensity and versatility. Films such as Beetlejuice, 1988, where he displayed comedic charm. Working Girl, 1988, earning praise for supporting work. The Hunt for Red October, 1990, cementing him as a leading man, showed that Baldwin could handle both humor and high-stakes drama. His striking looks, deep voice, and confident screen presence made him one of Hollywood's most compelling actors of the era. His unforgettable cameo in Glengarry Glen Ross, 1992, further elevated his reputation. Though he appeared for only a few minutes, his explosive performance left a lasting mark on film history, with his "Always Be Closing" speech becoming iconic across pop culture. Expanding his range, comedies, dramas, and voice work. Baldwin continued evolving his career through the 1990s and 2000s, taking on roles in thrillers, romantic comedies, and independent films. His willingness to oscillate between genres demonstrated his flexibility as an actor. He found success in voice acting as well, lending his distinctive voice to animated films and documentaries. Notable projects included contributions to Thomas the Tank Engine, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and later, the Boss Baby franchise, where his authoritative and humorous delivery became central to the film's charm. Career renaissance with 30 Rock. The turning point that introduced Baldwin to a new generation came with 30 Rock, a critically acclaimed comedy created by Tina Fey. His character, Jack Donaghy, a suave and eccentric corporate executive, became one of the show's defining elements. Baldwin's chemistry with Fey, along with his sharp comedic rhythm, earned him 2 Emmy Awards, 3 Golden Globe Awards, 7 Screen Actors Guild Awards. The success of 30 Rock affirmed his place not only as a dramatic actor but also as a powerful comedic force. Saturday Night Live and cultural commentary. Baldwin's recurring appearances on Saturday Night Live became a significant part of his recent career. His parody of political figures, especially his portrayal of Donald Trump, sparked nationwide discussion, further blending entertainment with political satire. These performances displayed Baldwin's boldness and willingness to push boundaries, often reflecting the tense political climate of the time. Whether admired or criticized, his impact on cultural conversations was undeniable. Stage career and artistic integrity. Although he became a Hollywood fixture, Baldwin never abandoned his passion for theater. His return to Broadway in productions like A Streetcar Named Desire, Orphan's 20th Century demonstrated his continued dedication to live performance. The stage allowed him to explore characters with emotional depth and dramatic complexity, underscoring his identity as a classically trained actor. Personal life. Triumphs and turbulence. Baldwin's personal life has often attracted as much attention as his career. His relationships, marriage history, and role as a father have been widely covered in the media. He has spoken openly about his struggles, including bouts of anger, career setbacks, and legal challenges. Despite controversies, Baldwin has also shown personal growth, becoming an advocate for various causes and devoting time to charitable work, public service announcements, and arts education initiatives. His long-term marriage to Hilaria Baldwin and their large family have become central chapters in his later life, representing a shift toward stability and redefined priorities. Recent challenges and public scrutiny. In recent years, Baldwin has faced significant hardships, including intense public and legal scrutiny tied to an on-set incident that deeply affected the film industry. These events have brought both personal grief and widespread discussion about safety in filmmaking. Throughout these challenges, Baldwin has maintained a public presence, continuing to work while navigating the complex intersection of law, public opinion, and personal responsibility. Philanthropy and advocacy. Beyond his acting career, Baldwin has actively participated in charitable causes, supporting organizations related to the arts, environmental protection, and animal welfare. His contributions to classical arts programs, film preservation efforts, and public broadcasting illustrate his dedication to enriching cultural life. Legacy and influence. Alec Baldwin's legacy is defined by his willingness to evolve. He has transformed from a dramatic leading man into a celebrated comedian, a stage performer, a voice actor, a cultural satirist, and a public figure who remains unafraid to take risks. His career, marked by awards, acclaim, conflicts, and comebacks, reflects the complexity of a performer who refuses to be confined to a single role. As Baldwin continues to work and address new chapters in his personal and professional life, he remains a figure of significant influence in American entertainment, talented, multifaceted, and undeniably compelling. Alec Baldwin. A storied life in the spotlight. Alec Baldwin's journey through the world of entertainment is a portrait of brilliance, complexity, reinvention, and resilience. His career, filled with award-winning performances and unforgettable roles, stands alongside a personal life marked by both triumphs and turbulence. Few actors of his generation have remained as consistently relevant, or as intensely discussed, as Baldwin. A Hollywood presence built on versatility. One of Baldwin's greatest strengths has always been his ability to adapt. In an industry where many actors find themselves confined to one type of character, Baldwin's career reveals a striking range. He has portrayed stoic heroes, The Hunt for Red October, morally ambiguous anti-heroes, Miami Blues, charming comedic figures, its complicated voices of authority in animation, The Boss Baby, Rise of the Guardians, sharp, self-aware caricatures, 30 Rock. This broad spectrum of characters has allowed him to continuously reinvent himself, appealing to audiences across different generations and genres. A deep connection to theater. Long before becoming a household name, Baldwin built his artistic foundation on stage. Throughout his career, he has often returned to theatrical performance, valuing the discipline and emotional precision required in live acting. His acclaimed work in productions like A Streetcar Named Desire demonstrated his skill in interpreting classic American drama. Baldwin's stage performances reveal an actor deeply committed to the authenticity and integrity of his craft, a quality that has guided him through both early success and later reinvention. Film career, peaks, experiments, and signature roles. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Baldwin explored a rich tapestry of roles in cinema. Some key highlights include Glengarry Glen Ross, 1992. Delivering one of the most iconic monologues in film history, The Edge, 1997, a survival thriller showcasing his intensity. The Cooler, 2003. Earning critical acclaim and an Academy Award nomination. The Departed, 2006, part of Martin Scorsese's gritty crime drama ensemble It's Complicated, 2009. Playing opposite Meryl Streep in a romantic comedy hit. Even when not the lead actor, Baldwin's dynamic screen presence often elevates the films he appears in. His ability to shift effortlessly between seriousness and humor made him one of Hollywood's most dependable talents. television achievements beyond SNL and 30 Rock. Though widely known for his comedic brilliance on Saturday Night Live and 30 Rock, Baldwin's television work extends much further. He has starred in dramatic miniseries, hosted interview-style shows, produced documentaries and specials, guest-starred in numerous sitcoms and dramas. His recurring role as Trump on SNL became a cultural talking point, dominating headlines and sparking national conversations. Whether praised or criticized, Baldwin's portrayal left an undeniable imprint on American pop culture during one of the most politically charged eras in recent memory. The public figure, outspoken, unfiltered, and unpredictable Alec Baldwin has never shied away from expressing himself, whether through social commentary, philanthropy, or personal storytelling. His blunt honesty, sometimes admired, sometimes challenged, has shaped his public image. He has been a vocal supporter of the arts, an advocate for environmental conservation, a critic of certain political figures and policies, a supporter of public broadcasting and cultural institutions, an active participant in charity work. His passions often place him at the center of discussion, reflecting a personality deeply invested in the world beyond film and television. A personal life under constant spotlight. Baldwin's personal life has been well documented, from earlier relationships to his long-standing marriage to Hilaria Baldwin. The couple's growing family, widely covered by media, has played a significant role in Baldwin's later years, grounding him in domestic life and shifting his priorities toward fatherhood. Despite numerous personal challenges and public controversies, Baldwin has continued to evolve. He has spoken openly about self-improvement, emotional growth, and the importance of family, offering glimpses into his vulnerabilities and strengths. Recent years. Adversity and reflection. In recent years, Baldwin has faced one of the most difficult periods of his life, involving intense public and legal scrutiny stemming from a tragic on-set incident. This event has reshaped major industry conversations about safety, responsibility, and the culture of filmmaking. Throughout these challenges, Baldwin has remained visible, continuing to work while addressing both the professional and emotional impact of these events. His resilience has demonstrated the depth of his endurance in a career often defined by both acclaim and adversity. Influence on American entertainment. Few performers have maintained such a lasting, evolving presence. Baldwin's influence stems not just from his performances, but from his willingness to take creative risks. His impact includes shaping modern comedy through 30 Rock, redefining political satire on SNL, delivering iconic dramatic roles across decades, supporting emerging filmmakers, actors, and theatrical.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.